It's Luis Martin, the art engineer, and welcome to the safe space. Welcome to the studio. Are you ready for it? I got the control, and we're open for business. You guys, it's fall. Welcome to fall. Let's get mystical. Listen, I've been in and out of bed for the past week. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm exercising the remnants of summer out of my body, all the toxins that I might have put in, all of the ideas that just weren't working, just it's all going away. So I've been like working out and then I'll drop dead for a minute. Let me know if you're experiencing the same thing. We might be living in parallel universes. I don't know. Anyway, fall is here. I feel good right now. So let's kind of surf on this wave as long as we can and have some fun. Go to collagedream.com and become a member now. And this is the unboxing for the Collage Dream Diary number 2. It is so exciting. I can't wait to get to it, you guys. You see Haveline over here? She's so excited too. You know what happened last time? Last week I did a video and I shared with you this song by Roisin Murphy, and I noticed that I didn't get flagged for it. Quite the opposite. It said, in this video, you heard this song. And I was like, wait a minute, I could do that? So now I want to share music with you, as I've always wanted to, because, you know, I'm always playing that generic music in the background. So I'm going to play a song for you in a minute that I love. I got this new vinyl by Scott Radley's Postmodern Jukebox. Do you know them? The Essentials? Anyway, my favorite song of all times is here, and it's beautiful, and we'll play it in a minute when we're in the thick of it, because when you're in the thick of it, play some really good music and magic happens. Alright, let's get to it. Are you ready for this unboxing? I'm so excited. Alright, let's go. Look at this. Okay, so I'm super excited about this. You guys, thank you for taking this ride with me. I've gotten some really great feedback on the Collage Dream Diary. This is the cover for the second edition, September 2024. And I'm really excited. It's a notebook, you guys. It's a black notebook because, you know, keep it all together in whatever you have. A fancy leather notebook or a spiral notebook. This is a little reminder that what? Your word is your wand, right? So you got your pen, which is a weapon as well. It's a shield, it's a sword. But your word is your wand. Speak only the things you want to come forth, right? Okay, so this is the cover. Flip it open and you have a little letter from me with the introduction of the collective image, and this time around it is a dress form. So 2 new things in this diary, you guys. The first one is that I'm turning it into a little bit of a workbook because it's a conversation, right? I want you to have a conversation with me and us. And so I'm going to ask you some questions and let's see what happens. And then the second thing is also, so the conversation happens in a reflective page. The second thing that happened is I got a postcard from Doug, Art Fam Doug. So I share that postcard with you. So let's see where he takes us. Okay, so here, oh my God, isn't that fun? Here is the collective image for September 2024 for all Collage Dream members, digital and physical. And let's see where it takes us. I'm gonna take this out. I sent a, what is it? A thruple? I said to thruple. So let's see what we do with this. I'm going to put it to the side. So right off the bat, right, the prompt tells you to create reiterations of yourself, to imagine new forms of yourself. And, you know, in the last few years, there has been so much work done on revolutionizing the ideas of the binary, right? We no longer have to wear blue if we're boys and pink if we're girls. Like, we can mix that up and create new colors and wear them all at the same time if we want to. We're not done, obviously, but this is a great way to exercise that. So in thinking of that, look at this. I mean, this is a flower from nature. It is both feminine and masculine, right? So this would be something really cool to get inspired to create vestiment, to create clothes, to create accessories that we can then put on this, right? Of course, some hidden messages. It's not so hidden if you're part of the group, you know. It all starts here and it emanates out there. You are the universe, right? And we got some graffiti. Love this. We'll play with this. And here's some texture. What is this? Would you recognize this? Here in New York, we're kind of dirty, you guys. We don't have alleys, so we don't throw our trash in the alleys. We throw our trash on the streets, which can be really fun on trash day because people are really... Actually, you come to think of it, I haven't seen this in a while. So it used to be that if you threw books away or magazines away, you would tie them together and then put them out. And me, 19-year-old me, when I first got to New York, I'm like, these are perfect little bundled gifts, just ready to go. So I would just collect them as I went along the streets. Not no more, I've noticed. Okay, so, but we also put our mattresses out in the streets and the trash people come to collect them. Don't touch them, obviously. They're all in plastic bags, or at least they're supposed to be. But isn't this a beautiful one? I thought. And talk about having something to work with, right? So maybe I'll play with this. Ooh, look at this. Okay, this is just beautiful. An Aztec image with Carlota, who was like Santana's wife in Mexico, not the singer, the politician. So that's pretty. Love all this. And we got some crickets, you guys. What the hell is this? Isn't that fun? When I was a kid, it was, well, when my grandma was a kid, but she would show me as a kid, it was very in vogue to have beetles bejeweled and pinned to your jacket, and they would just be crawling on you with a leash, but they were alive and kind of trapped to you with jewels. It was weird, but anyway, it's kind of cool. Maybe I'll play with that idea. Okay, so this is the reflective page, you guys, and what am I talking about? So yeah, I mean, this is all beautiful, and there's all this things out of context, which is my favorite thing to work with, but also it's fun to have a conversation and see what comes out of it collectively, right? So we're doing that already with the collective image, but again, it's very open-ended. Here, we're funneling in a little bit more. So it says, list 5 superpowers you possess as an artist. Superpowers, right? What does that mean, superpowers? Well, as an artist, I am... Like, I don't even know how to answer that. And I posed the question, right? But the thing about it is that I don't realize, sometimes we don't realize our superpowers until we go into the world and we're like, oh wait, you can't do this. You can't walk on air. Yeah, so I'll say, I can literally fly, you guys. Like, I am constantly just like, right? I can just literally right now look into the clouds and, you know, dance circles around them and see images. Like right now I see a little pig, you know, and so that people, you say that to people think you're crazy, right? But not if you're an artist. What's another thing? I see dead people. No, I see hidden messages. I can draw anything. I think also because I can draw anything, because I can look at things, because I can see things clearly, at least from my point of view, I'm not afraid of much. I don't like earthquakes, obviously. I don't like turbulence, but I'm not afraid of much, right? So I'm going to say I'm fearless. And that is very much attributed to being an artist because, again, art allows you to see things, right? So it allows me to see that there isn't much to fear, right? So that's mine. The 5th one. See, you got to really think about these. I mean, you can go, but what else? I like fashion. I do. I really do. I wanted to study fashion, but my dad was like, "You're crazy." And then I thought, yeah, it's so shallow for the most part, right? So then I didn't. I mean, you don't have to bash things you don't like, but the fashion industry, you know, speaks for itself. So I'm gonna say I love fashion, right? And that goes to my next question. How do you show them off with your clothes, garb, and uniform? This is a September issue, so we were very much inspired by Vogue September issue of a bunch of fashion ads. No ads here, but we're still thinking about fashion as a way, as an entry point into art making and thinking about ourselves, right? So I put this. And I already gave you the answer here. My art practice gives me flight, right? Like I said, I can fly. Sometimes I wear a feather earring. Yes, I wear this ridiculous earring that's about 2 inches long. I look like a fucking pirate, and I love it because it's disarming, right? If you're walking in front of me and you see me and you're like, what a weirdo, then you step to the side and you leave me alone. So sometimes, actually no, always, fashion is very much an armor, right? Because it tells whoever is seeing you, whoever is experiencing you, who you are, right? If you're dressed in a suit, you're telling people that you're very much in line with society, right? And you're making money for the man, you're making money for yourself. If you're wearing sandals and tie-dye, you're telling people that you might be a tree hugger. Yay, right? So how do you do this, right? If you wear a lot of black, if you wear rainbows, right? So think about that and be intentional about it, because then you have more power, right? Like if I'm wearing this, not only am I saying, hey, let's get mystical, I'm a witch, I'm also saying I have dandruff, but you can't tell with this shirt. So be smart about it. Okay, so this is my page. This is another really cool page that I wanted to include. So this is actually from a wall in an art store, my friends. It's literally a collective page. So all of these are different drawings that people have made and put on the wall, and I thought it was kind of like a family album of just different people in different stages in their life that kind of converged at this art store. So you can do lots of things here, and I'll tell you, I can give you one idea, is you can go ahead and write a message to yourself and remember to answer it. Yeah, that's my handwriting. And this is something that you can do easily, and it's really exciting. If I can get my scissors. So I did this when I was a kid. I used to do this a lot, and I really loved it, because it was very meditating. I would be in my closet room. I live in a closet, literally, and just sit there on the weekend and just write, and then cut it up, and then tape it into magazines. And you don't have to follow that it's horizontal. You can do whatever you want. Look at the cat. Isn't that fun? So this is one thing you can do with this, right? Or you can just put it in your wall and have them say hi to you whenever you look at them. All right, so that's that one. The next one is jewels. I'm obsessed with jewels and accessories. You know who I am, because why not? And this you can use for your fashion. This you can use for anything. Oh, it's so wonderful. Look at the pearls. I love pearls. Okay. And this is our postcard from Doug, and it says, "Hi Martine, these photos are from Kingstone, Foundation City, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so Wisconsin. On the bluff tops above the Mississippi River." No, would it be Wisconsin? You guys, I went to LAUSD. 2 hours south of Minnesota. St. Paul, Kingston, reconstructed earlier Neolithic monuments dedicated to the solstice in the summer. Both prairie flowers and container flowers line the trails along the hilltop trails. Doug, isn't that beautiful? You guys, so this existed here, and it was erased. All these magical places have been, decimated, and we think we have absolutely no history. We take for granted the Native American history that was here before. We take for granted everything that's happened, and some people are revitalizing this. Look how beautiful. So do whatever you want with this. This was a gift from Doug. Doug, thank you. I apologize for my absolute lack of geographical prowess. Thank you for enlightening us. So look at this. Do something with this. I will. Excuse me, see. This is something that I've been walking by this image for like the past, the whole summer really. It's just this wonderful ad that has all of this paper layering, and I needed to send this to you. It's an image, it's a apparition, isn't it? The Virgin Mary's here. I added this paint from one of my paint palette papers, and it's just beautiful. So do whatever you want. This is gorgeous. And then of course, nepotism. I've hired my nieces to send a message from me to all of you. It says, let your inner child be your bullshit barometer. XOXO Luis Martin. And you can do whatever you want with these. You can refer to this, put it on your wall, and be like, wait, does this make me feel good? Or is this something I need to be giving the middle finger to? Yes. That's what we need to be doing. Your inner child, what are they up to right now? So let's play with this. So to get started, I'm gonna play you the song. So the song, tell me what you think of it. The song is Creep with Haley Reinhart. Oh my God, you guys. If I start crying, don't make fun of me. All right, before I do that, how are you? Do you have your coffee? I have water because I'm trying to detox all this craziness in my body. It's all good. Okay, here we go. Listen to this beautifulness. And I'm going to play the whole thing. And I'm just going to start collaging and see what happens, okay? Because we're in the thick of it. I'm the worst with that needle. You don't want me as your nurse.
So
Bring it home.
Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want. You're so very special. Yeah, I wish I was special, but I am a creep. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong. I'm a creep.
Holy Mother of God, what did you think about that? Wasn't that just amazing? Like, that's what I want to do with my collages. That's what I want my collages to sound like. My God, that was beautiful. So that was Haley Reinhart. The song is original. It's a cover from Radiohead, and it's like a very somber rock song. I'm sure you've heard it. If you haven't, oh, please look it up. It is intense. The words are beautiful, and they drop an F-bomb, and as we know, an F-bomb has a wonderful shock value to it if it's not overused. And it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. So, in the meantime, what have you been doing? This is what I've been doing. So I cut out one of the dress forms, and I placed it right at the center of this wonderful flower that I'm assuming is a orchid. So I love this. So remember, you can print a bunch of these and use more than one flower, right? I don't have more than one flower on me, do I? No. But I do have all this fun stuff, so let's see what happens. Early days. All right, what else is going on? I've been watching the Mayfair Witches, you guys. Oh my God, it's wonderful. It is just so wonderful. Are you watching that? Is it weird? Is it trippy? It's weird to to think about all that craziness. I mean, I know it's fiction and it's Anne Rice, but there's a lot of truth to the suppression of the difference, right? When you're different, people are hell-bent to suppress your magic, literally. So it's weird to then think about your privileges, right? Like, I forget that I have privileges as a man to say, oh, I'm, magic. And people don't bat an eye, like, oh, he's just fucking crazy. But if I was a woman who said that, I'd be challenged or I'd be sexualized. So, it's just interesting to think about these things. So you have to be careful. I have this beautiful necklace that I attached a pentagram to, and I don't really wear pentagrams, but they're a beautiful symbol, and I love them. I love meditating on them, and I wore it, but I thought, I like wearing it here in my neighborhood because there's a lot of people who are not New Yorkers who are kind of like, oh, devil worshiper. He doesn't look like a devil worshiper, and then they steer clear, which is a good thing. But also, I don't need that kind of attention. So, but it's I guess that's what makes things exciting as to how to navigate life, right? What part of you do you want to share? Because as you get older, you come to realize that there is no one truth, right? Like, there's just so many versions of the truth, and more than one thing can be true at the same time, as a good friend of mine always says. And I think that's the art, right? The balancing of it all, the temperance, right? I am a sweet uncle going to San Francisco to go see his nieces, but I'm also a wild, well, not so wild, but a gay man going to Folsom. Two things can be the same, can be true at once, right? So right now I'm just kind of adding noise around this figure to see what happens. I also have the other two that I cut. And I love the idea of it being a small collage. Things don't have to be big, you guys, to be effective, is what I'm saying. Oh, I like it like this too. Okay, we'll play. So yeah, I love that song. I hope you liked it too. But that's my jam, you guys. I am constantly listening to like ridiculously sad music. But do you see how it kind of just got me in the mood, and I was just like, some things have that effect on people, right? It doesn't only have to be music. It can be silence. It can be smells, right? So figure out what does that for you and tap into it, because it isn't one key for every door, you know? Figuring out what unlocks your potential, your power, is really the way to do it. All right, this is too on the nose. If I put it on her body, but I like it there. So Halloween's coming, and you know, it's Halloween every day here, but that's fun. Maybe we'll have like a Day of the Dead party here. I don't know. Are you in New York? So again, I just asked myself, okay, what am I doing with this? What am I trying to say? And that's not a good thing I want to ask just yet, right? I don't want to ask what am I doing. More than anything, I just kind of want to keep finding things that catch my eye, that inspire me, because if I stop now, it's gonna kind of boggle me, because that's the way I work. If you're all about asking questions along the way, then more power to you. So the physical kit is really, really cool. I can't tell you too much about it. We're going to unbox it next Thursday. And there's some really cool elements in it. I don't want to do the video now because no one has it just yet. I just sent them out yesterday because it was Labor Day. So we got a late start on that. In the mail anyway. And yeah, so I'm really excited. But this kit you can get immediately. You can get this right now. Follow the link follow the link in the description and get this. You can become a member now, and it's $10, otherwise it's $15. And these are all copyright free images, so you can use them to your heart's desire. Okay. Oh, look what I'm gonna do. How cool is this? So I'm gonna frame it. I'm just gonna use this as a frame. And oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, I see what's happening here. Don't let me sing, you guys. I'm not a singer. Or else I'd be belting those songs. Okay, so I'm just gonna nestle it. That's what I'm gonna do. I also really wanted to go see Aliens, but I don't think that's gonna happen now. Because it's gonna be on TV. I also wanted to see Caligula. So, do you know about Caligula? It's this horrible movie that was supposed to be, it's by, you know, the owner of Penthouse magazine, who's kind of like, you know, softcore porn, decided to make this movie that kind of was historical, was sexual. I mean, it was the idea sounded fantastic, right? But I think it was so different that it really wasn't, it didn't have a chance in hell to kind of survive. So everyone that was involved kind of backed out at the last minute. The editing was horrible, and like the directors didn't want to be involved. You know, it was just bad. And it was like 5 million hours long. So they uncovered like 90 hours of footage that had been lost, and then created a whole new version of the movie with those 90 hours down to 3 hours. So it's in theaters now, or it was in theaters here in New York, and I really wanted to see that. But who has 4 hours to just sit there? But it's you know, it's pretty dark, but sexy. So I don't think I'm gonna make it to that either. In theory, I want to do a lot, but in actuality, I don't know. Je ne sais pas. Okay, this could be done, you guys. So I just want to see what else I can add to it. Oh. Oh, let's put it with this lady. Oh, I wonder. Can we use her head? Okay, let's see. Or her bust. Oh, this will be fun. Maybe. So yeah, there are a lot of personalities in Mexican history, colonial Mexican history. So this was the wife of a viceroy. I don't know what that means. Anyway, I think her name is. I forgot her name. If it is Carlota, she was one of the people that went into town and kind of fraternized with like the locals and made pulque, which is like a milky alcoholic beverage. It's fermented, made it commonplace. All right, so this is nice, but it didn't work because why? The scale is way off, so I'll have nightmares. Oh, I'll put her here. Doop 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 doop. Okay, this is good. This is good. So then, I'm going to use this. Oh my. How can I use this? Okay. So this is what you can do. If you don't want to be finicky about the cutting, I know some of you love fussy cutting, Laurie. You can just give it a nice little buffer as if it were a sticker. Yeah, how about that? I think that works too. But if not, send it to Laurie. She'll cut it for you for a nice fee. I get 10%, Laurie. No, I'm kidding. But yes, see, that's the thing, right? Like, don't yuck anybody's yum. Like, I can't do it, and I'm in awe of people who can. I just can't. I'm not a fussy cutter. Sometimes maybe, but no. Okay. Ew, isn't that fun? Okay, I'm loving that. Oh yeah, look at that. So why does that? Okay, let's not. Why does it yet? But it works. Gee, now I want just one more element. I think. Oh, I think I know what I want. I love this. I love this yellow. Doop 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 doop. So there's tons of things you can just follow and do, right? And again, you can enlarge this. Who's to say? Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get this guy. So this is graffiti from where? From the East Village. So I went back to reading Keith Haring's life. I'm halfway through, and it's just beautiful. But I'm always taken aback by all of the places that he's hanging out, which are places that I walk by every day, right? So like this is in the village where he used to live, where he cohabitated with Madonna and Basquiat. So that's kind of nice to be witness to these spaces. Oh yes. It works. Okay, now I just need to have one of these hands. All right, so this is, I think this is my niece Luna's hand, unless it's Penelope's. I gotta put them to use. That's horrible. I want to incorporate them in my art life as soon as I can. But yes, I think that's a huge thing for me, you guys, and I'm not apologetic about it at all. I'm not the type of person or the type of friend that can just kind of hang out and talk shit, you know, all day. I'm very like, all right, I want to do something. I want to make a difference. I can't just come over for tea. If we're gonna have tea, let's read the leaves. Let's change the world. I know this is why I'm always. I'm not always sick, but I always get sick like every 6 months because I don't stop. So for like 6 months, I'm just running and like Like, oh, let's do a workout, or oh, let's do this, let's do that. Which is not always the best way to do, so. Okay, talking about like scale, right? I was like, oh, the scale's gonna give me nightmares. This is completely out of scale, but that's okay. So, point of the story is, take breaks. Okay, this feels very collagey. It feels very right. Oh, you know what would be the crowning jewel? A jewel. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, I see it. Okay, right here. Like she's coming out of this like cloud of, what is that? What's a blue stone? I don't even know. And a pearl. My grandma used to say that her marriage went bad because she got married with pearls, which was an omen for tears in marriages. Grandma, so dramatic. Okay, here we go. Has anybody ever heard that before? There we go. Do I like that? Yes, like that. Okay. All right, with this, we have a collage. Okay, let's make space. So this is my collage from the second Collage Dream Diary. Now, what did I do? What's happening? Why does it work? So the collective image was a dress form, and with it was this invitation to kind of reinvent yourself, right? That's cool. Anyway, to kind of think about ways that you express yourself with your body, with your form. So this almost feels like an extension of that invitation, because if you notice, I didn't really do anything to the form. I just kind of created things around it, and there's a thumbs up, like go for it, immerse yourself in beauty in this flower, this orchid, diamonds and pearls. It's a beautiful Prince song, and in nature, and this cushy mattress that was not found in the streets of New York, and the blessings of the past, I guess. I don't know, but I love it. I love all this pink. I love all this pastels. I like it. I'm really in love with it. But this is an invitation for you to play. This is an invitation for you to make shit up. Make it all up. And that's how we make it into reality. All right, go to collagedream.com and get the second Collage Dream Diary right now and show me what you do. Tag me at Art Engineer or collage.dream. You guys, this has been super fun. You are my medicine. This is my medicine. And I hope to see you soon. All right, this is Luis Martin. I'll see you here, there, and everywhere. You take your phone. Cheers.